Hello, a very good morning, my dear class 12 students. Welcoming you all, your English teacher Rohit sir, to my English lecture video class. Once again, with the first chapter from your supplementary book, Whistles as the Tiger King, to be discussed today to start the book. So, the discussion about its introduction with the summary only. In the wave of COVID 19, I appeal to the listeners not to lower your guard and stay safe and protected by following these four simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 2 गज की दूरी for social distancing, focus on your hands and face hygiene, and get vaccinated. For providing COVID related information and guidance to the people, national helpline numbers 01123978046 and 1075 are optional. Now, the class in detail. The Tiger King. This is the first chapter from your supplementary book, Vistas, written by Kalki. The introduction of the story. The Tiger King is a satire on the conceit of those in power. The story is a good mix of the supernatural, humor, and irony. The Tiger King has been magical from his birth. His arrogance takes him on a path of destruction of the tiger population. From the introductory part, we come to know that the Tiger King is a story which is based on a satirical theme. The story is a good mixture of supernatural like magic, humor, fun, and irony. The Tiger King has been magical is said in the sense of after getting born, like 10 days after, the baby king talked very nicely, and to surprise everyone he demanded that he would never die, though it is a universal truth, but he would cut the truth in his life. So he destroyed the population of the tigers to keep maintain the words during his 10 days life. Then after that, the summary. The Maharaja of Prativandapuram is the hero of this story. He also came to be known as the Tiger King. As soon as he was born, astrologers or the others foretold that one day the Tiger King would actually have to die. Yeah, it is extremely true that a human born on the planet one day would die and go from here. But in case of the Maharaja of Prativandapuram is different. He did not want to die anymore. So he argued with the astrologers and the other people of his kingdom. A great miracle took place. The 10-day-old Jilani Jung Bahadur spoke very clearly. He told them that all those who were born would have to die one day. There was nothing new in that. There would be some sense if anyone could tell him the manner of his death. Everyone stood stunned. An infant born just 10 days ago was talking in such a manner. The chief astrologer told the prince that he was born in the hour of the bull. The bull and the tiger were enemies. So, from here, we come to know during the discussion between the other people and the astrologers of his kingdom that someday the 10-day baby would die because it is universal truth. To surprise them, the 10-day king baby said that he would never die. And the name of the king is Jilani Jung Bahadur. He said that he would change the prediction of the astrologers anyhow. But the astrologer, especially the chief astrologer, said in return of reply, it is known by everyone the relationship between the bull and the tiger are just like enemies. Just because he was born in the hour of the bull, so he has to die with the attack of a tiger. And then, therefore, his death would come from the tiger. When the crown prince came of age at 20, his state came into his hands. There were innumerable forests in the Prativandapuram state. They had tigers in them. The Maharaja started out on a tiger hunt. The Maharaja was overjoyed when he killed his first tiger. He sent for the state astrologer and showed him the dead beast. So, when he was crowned with prince responsibility at the age of 20, he killed the first tiger and brought to the chief astrologer to prove his words, what he said after birth of 10 days. So the astrologer told that the Maharaja would have to kill 99 more. He must be very careful with the 100 tiger. The king asked what would happen if the 100 tiger was also killed. The astrologer declared that he would tear up all his books on astrology and set fire to them. So, when he brought the first dead tiger to the chief astrologer, he said that he has to kill 99 tigers. It is not just like one tiger in his life he killed for the first time and it's over. No, he has to kill 99 tigers. Then only the prediction would be denied. Or if it is not done by the king, so he would die definitely with the attack of the tiger. Else, the astrologer, chief astrologer, warned that he would tear his pages of astrologer book up and got them fire. He said that if it is not done what I said or what I predicted for the king, he would definitely tear the pages of his astrologer book up in front of the king and put them fire. Clear? Then after that, the state banned tiger hunting by anyone except the Maharaja. It anyone dared to disobey, all his wealth and property would be confiscated. The king did face some problems. Sometimes the bullet missed its mark. Once a tiger jumped upon him and he fought the beast with his bare hands. Once a high ranking British officer wished to hunt tigers in Pradivandapuram, but he was refused permission. So, what happened? After listening this from the astrologer, the king decided that no one would hunt the tigers of his state, Prativandapuram, except he, no one would hunt or kill the tigers, so that he would kill one by one the tigers and fulfill his words to deny the prediction of the astrologer. So, in that case, the British officer came and wanted to hunt tigers in Prativandapuram, but he refused and told not to hunt the tigers of his kingdom except him. The Maharaja stood in danger of losing his kingdom itself. The Maharaja and the Dewan held deliberations over this issue. About 50 expensive diamonds rings of different designs were sent to the British officer's good lady. The king and the minister expected her to choose one or two rings. So what happened? That to deny the British officer not to hunt over his the jungle of kingdom, so the king would not try to give bad impact over the British officer. So what he did, he gifted 50 expensive diamond rings to the lady of the good officers and agreed that he would not be dissatisfied with the king, because just because of the reason it is banned not to kill the tigers of his kingdom except him, so that he arranged the good relationship between him and the British officer once again properly. So, and then the rest back, but she kept all of them and sent a letter of thanks. The Maharaja was happy that though he had lost 3 lakhs of rupees, he had managed to retain his kingdom. The Maharaja's tiger hunt continued to be highly successful. With 10 years, he had killed 70 tigers. As it was gifted, what was gifted? 100 or more than precious diamond gifts to the lady or to the good lady of the British officer. So British officer's good lady replied thanks in return, and the Maharaja anyhow was satisfied with the management of the British officer's agreement. Whatever the amount was, 3 lakhs of rupees, but he was happy because keeping the maintenance of British officer relationship and the hunting tigers from his kingdom were equal. There was no any problem. Then after that, what happened? The king's the king's mission of killing tigers came to a halt. The tiger population became extinct in the forests of Prativandapuram. The king decided to marry in the royal family of some state that had a large tiger population. Now the population of tigers is decreasing day by day from his kingdom, and he is very tensed. Now what to do? Because he has to kill 100 tiger. Till now he was killing 70 tigers, so 29 tigers are left, but the population is not good of his forests of the kingdom. So he decided that he would marry the girl who has the more population of tigers themselves. And what happened? The king decided to marry in the royal family of some state that he had a large tiger population. The Devan found out the right girl. The king married with that girl, and the king married finally the girl who has the good population of tigers. Maharaja Jung Bahadur killed 5 or 6 tigers each time he visited his father in law's house. In this way, 99 tiger skins adorned the walls of the reception hall in the Pradivandapuram palace. So, what happened? That each moment he killed up 6 or 5 tigers, and as soon as he killed, he adorned the skins of the killed tiger over the walls of his kingdom, like Prativandapuram. There remained just one tiger to be killed to reach the figure of 100. If he could kill just one more tiger, the Maharaja would have no fears left. He could give up tiger hunting altogether. He had to be very careful with the last tiger, but the tiger farms had now run dry even in his father in law's kingdom. So, what happened? That 98 tigers were killed by the king. Now, one is left. So, he was very tensed that there is no sign of tiger in his kingdom as well as in his father in law's kingdom too. He is very upset what to do. Still, one is alive. It became impossible to look at tigers anywhere. The Maharaja became too sad. The Dewan realized that if the Maharaja didn't find the tiger soon, the results could be quite dangerous. Now, the Dewan or the other courtiers of the king's kingdom were very tensed because the king is becoming very ferocious, not to kill the last and the final one. So they are trying to search any of them to be hunted. And what happened? A tiger was brought from the People's Park in Chennai. It was brought straight to the forest where Maharaja was hunting. The Maharaja took a careful aim and the tiger fell in a heap. The Maharaja became elated at killing the 100th tiger. So finally, the courtiers or the messengers of the king's palace found a tiger from where? From the previous hunted place, that is a park in Chennai where the Maharaja used to hunt lots of tigers once upon. So, what we have understood from here, so the people of the kingdom were happy and they informed the Maharaja that they got the 101 and now he could kill the last one. After he had left, the hunters took a closer look at the tiger. The tiger was not dead. They decided that the Maharaja must not know that he had missed the target. So he ordered the messengers of his kingdom to bring the last one in front of him. He would kill over there. So one of the hunters killed the tiger. The dead tiger was taken in procession through the town and buried. So what happened? They brought the tiger in front of the king, and the king was ready to kill it up. A few days later, the Maharaja's son's third birthday was celebrated. The Maharaja brought a wooden tiger from a shop as a special gifted on his birthday. On that day, father and son played with the wooden toy tiger. Its surface was rough. One of those needle-like silvers pierced the Maharaja's right hand. Now, after that, what happened? Though he killed the final one, but it was not killed. The tiger was saved and ran away from there. So the information was not given by the messengers. The messengers or the courtiers gave misinformation to the king that the tiger finally caught up and killed it off there only. But that was not the real information, that was misinformation. They told lie to the king to make him impressed and happier. So after few days or after days, what happened? The later incident, the Maharaja's son's birthday was there. It was the third one. So on his birthday, the Maharaja brought a wooden tiger from a shop to give the son as a special gift. And when they were playing with the wooden toy tiger, suddenly it was pierced into the hands of the right one of Maharaja, because the surface of the toy was not smooth, it was rough, and it pierced into the Maharaja's right hand. The next day, infection flared in the Maharaja's right hand. In 4 days, it developed into a sore emitting pus. It spread all over his arm. Three famous surgeons were brought in from Madras. So what happened after getting infected by the pierce of the needle-like silvers? Maharaja was hospitalized due to his infection, because the infection spread all over his arm, and from arm it was spread over the whole body of him. For that, three famous surgeons were come for operation, and they were from Madras. After holding a consultation, they decided to operate. The operation was successful, but the Maharaja died. So they decided, the three famous surgeons decided to operate the king. The operation was successful, meaning the rough one was taken out from his body, but the Maharaja was not alive. He was died. In this manner, the 100th tiger took its final revenge upon the Tiger King. So, like this, the prediction of the chief astrologer was confirmed successfully, and the king was died. So, from here, we would get one message only: what is destined to a person's life or a life circle, it is destined truthfully. Why? Because born, marriage, and death, these three real truths would never be denied. And the Maharaja wanted to deny one of them, and he was the victim of it. So, from here, we have been known the story very well. It's a very simple and short story one. There's no any complexity to get the story anyhow properly. So it is very proper one, and I hope you have understood very well. There's no any complex to get into. Till here, I hope you are well discussed with the introduction and the summary of the story as complete. Here I end the class. So Students, keep practicing and keep learning a lot. Have a nice day. Thank you.